This is why most creators never hit 10K a month. I'm Dr. Chris, and I'm a part of Attention Economy Club. All right, I know that right now, most of you are working harder than ever, but very few of you understand why others are scaling and you're stuck. Look, winning on social media is not just about getting 1 million views. Trust me, I know. It's a race to drive real revenue and cold hard cash for brands instead of just views on the screen. All right, here's the new foundation for all business moving forward. Attention is currency. I'm going to say that one more time for you. Attention is currency. You need to provide a fresh supply of dopamine for users on the other end of the screen. That's how attention is replacing traditional forms of leverage. If you had a college degree 10 years ago, you were in a good spot. If today you can drive GMV for a brand, you're in a much better spot. Because brands are paying creators more than they pay most ad agencies. Platforms are rewarding retention and conversion and not just follower count. Look, even on my big account, I only have 1% of followers seeing my stuff. 99% is For You page. So whoever controls the ability to drum up new attention controls distribution. Brands are paying creators more than they pay most ad agencies. Platforms are rewarding content, leads to attention, leads to conversion, which is GMV. High GMV means a happy brand. A happy brand can pay retainers. A happy brand can improve commissions, and all that lines your pocket. So, TikTok Shop has simplified the flow more than ever. With shop linking, customers no longer have to click 3 buttons just to find a link. Link in bio. Nobody wants to click off the video. They can buy directly from it. And your commission, yeah, that goes right into your account. For as simple as it sounds though, TikTok Shop has thousands of creators that are trying to squeeze as much juice out of this gold rush as they can. That's why you end up with a lot of bottom funnel slop. Most of them are stuck barely making enough to replace a minimum wage job, if that. So here is where you're gonna learn how to sell without running paid ads, owning a physical product, or building a brand from scratch. Trust me when I tell you, it's a lot harder than it seems. The upfront cost is 0, unless you want to save years of trial and error and invest some capital into the knowledge early. So AEC provides a unique opportunity with a launch of new AI tools every day and regulation that can't keep up. Combine this with your UGC abilities, that's going to be the best way to start treating content creation like you as a business, because it is. So what's our approach at AEC? Well, we've helped over 100 creators scale from this to this. All right, there's a bunch of people offering different courses. So what makes AEC different? For starters, we actually care. And that might sound cheesy, but we've systematized our approach to winning and we've added a personal touch to it. Retainers over one-off wins. We want you working with a brand long-term and developing real relationships with brands and not just BS churn and burn strategies, because there's a lot of courses that push that. So we focus on consistency over chasing virality, right? Because 1 million views doesn't mean a lot of GMV. 10,000 views might equate to more. Human UGC combined with AI-assisted scaling, right? A lot of my videos, there's AI video in there, but it's me on the other side. We've got creators inside of AEC that are already hitting 1 million plus GMV. We've got several of them, including myself. So our positioning in the market is that we are execution focused and we're not theory based. We're not gonna tell you, oh, go try this, maybe this will work. No, somebody's gonna help walk you through it. And as you get results, then we're going to help you as a person fine tune your content to end up with better results. Here's something that a lot of people don't realize. Volume beats perfection every day. Better is the worst enemy of good. What that means is if you've got a good piece of content, I don't need you to obsess over making it perfect. Perfection is not the goal. The goal is volume that leads to attention that can be monetized. Perfection means that you are the only person who thinks that it's perfect, meaning you're the only view that it's going to get. And I got to tell you, you need more than one view to start monetizing. Another thing is that retention matters significantly more than reviews. If you've got 1 million people watching for 2 seconds, and of those you've got 1,000 watching past 6 seconds, you haven't even gotten to your call to action. Your CTA is off in the abyss somewhere. So retention, getting somebody to watch most or all of your video, means a whole lot more than that simple viral hook. The viral hook is important, but getting them to the CTA is even more important once they're hooked. So with all that said, the third thing is that systems matter more than motivation. You can be the most motivated person in one day, but if you don't have the discipline to get up and do it every single day, and you don't have a system that is operationalized for you, it's never going to scale the way that you want it to. So the goal at AEC is to provide immediately actionable value. That doesn't mean that you know everything. It means you know enough to get started, and you can start honing your craft over time. There's coaches that are going to be here to help you. AEC is a tight-knit group of elite creators, and I know that every other group says that, but it's actually true for us. So we have mentors that give a shit about you, we have a shared system, and we have proximity to people who are already winning. I've generated over 3 million in GMV. I'm in there. We've got several others that are over 1 million in GMV, and they are hungry for people to mentor that actually care and want to invest the time in honing this craft. So one of the real values is that AEC, even though I normally say I don't like shortcuts, well, this is a shortcut around the trial and error phase of becoming a creator. It's not a magic button, but it gives you a strategic advantage. You get to hear from people who have already done it, who have already been successful, but you still got to put in the work. If you've watched this long, you know that the new economy is already here. The new economy is attention, the asset that will decide the outcomes of every successful person this decade. So if you resonate with my theory that we only win if we win together, then you belong in AEC. If you're a lone wolf that just wants to do it all on your own, might not be the best place for you, because we are a team, we're a tight-knit group, we all care about one another. I hope to see you in there, but I understand if it's not for you.